Hello, YouTube world. Welcome to another edition of Squared Circle Productions. My name is Tyron, and on this very rainy Tuesday, I'm here to address a few things, talk about a few things. We're gonna get straight right into it. First off, on behalf of me, Emily, and the rest of the team for this channel, we humbly and deeply apologize for our absence the last couple of days. Takeover stream didn't work out because of technical issues, which we'll have fixed out for down the road. And yes, more streams are planned for certain occasions. We'll get to them soon. And yes, I deeply apologize for our absence and everything that was done, but SummerSlam weekend came and gone, Brooklyn Takeover, SummerSlam, and the Raw yesterday, and we're going to cover all those things today in this video. Just because, well, I feel like it's owed to you guys after our absence. So we're going to go through every little thing. Sorry, a little stuffy. I just got out of the storm there. NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3. What can I say about Takeover? You know, I must say SummerSlam didn't do... Takeover was great. Takeover was good. And it did not shine It did not outshine SummerSlam that much. I felt that there were two great balanced, even shows. I can't even... Not even comes to like fan payoff or anything like that. They were both great equal shows, though. NXT Brooklyn sold me a little more than it but then again, that usually does happen. Especially with the state of NXT, how they're able to pull off this better card with such last matches, but that's NXT for you. So let's get right into it. We start off Takeover Brooklyn with Andre Almas versus Johnny Gargano, with Almas' new valet. I don't remember her name. She's Austin Aries' fiance. Just look into that if you can. Oh, Zanilla Vega. That's her name. Right. There was a good opening match, and I felt like both men kind of needed this victory. You know, Cien's being rebooted as his heel with the manager, and Gargano's starting his singles run. Overall, I thought the show went pretty well. The match went pretty well as an opener, and I thought the ending sold the match enough that both men kind of, Johnny didn't lose out of his own right, and Aldrin got that heel heat win that he needed. Because Vega threw a DIY t-shirt at Gargano, allowing Almas to perform a Hammerlock DDT on Gargano for the 3 count. Again, good opening match. I like these two. They're good in the ring. And I think with how the quote-unquote superstar shakeup happening in a few weeks, I'm thinking these two might just, fill up some spots that are going to be left out by some of the other people on the higher card. Next, this one surprised me. Authors of Pain for the NXT Championship against Sanity. Originally, Alexander Wolf against Killian Dane. However, during the match, because there was an opening brawl, people went through barriers, tables were broken. Eric Young replaced Dane as the legal participant because he was originally built for the build-up throughout the whole way through. And, I saw Eric take it, and I'm like, oh, I thought that the match result would change, but I did like it, though. So, let's see. So, during the end of this match, Killian Dane performed a running crossbody through a table that was set up earlier in the match on Rakem. But here's the thing, though. Earlier before that, Nikki Cross got in Paul Ellering's face, and she did decide to go and crossbody one of the Authors of Pain, but they had their caught like this, and Killian Dane just kind of sandwiched Nikki Cross while putting Aiken through the table. My credit goes to you, Nikki Cross. You sold that like a champ, and I really feel bad for that. In the meantime, Alexander Wolf and Eric Young performed a belly-to-back suplex / diving network combination on Razor to win the match. We have new NXT champions, which belongs to Sanity. But that's not the only thing. After the match, Red Dragon, for you Ring of Honor fans, yes, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly teamed up once again and attacked Sanity. even performed the Chasing the Dragon on Eric Young. After that, we get Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami. No, I didn't really get a chance to capture this match. Not that I don't like both performers, but it was I kind of expected the finish to happen as it was. But Aleister Black performed Black Mass on Hideo Itami. When I like Itami's new heel streak, it feels more like his old Kenta character to me. And I feel like now that he's turned heel, yeah, he's still losing, but that's because of how he was being booked and his injuries got away from him. But I feel like he's at that right position to move up to the main roster, and people will still be excited about it. Speaking of which, Ember Moon versus Asuka, where Asuka forced Moon to submit via the Asuka Lock to retain her title. I thought this was one of the better women's matches generally in this year, if not in a long time. There was good back and forth, there was good chain wrestling, there was good ring psychology, there was good selling. And, even though Asuka's still being pushed as a face, she's very much a heel. Even though they don't perceive it as that. But, hey, that's just me. I thought, a lot of people were booing Ember Moon. People were saying, it's the right girl, wrong place, wrong time, and all that stuff with Asuka because, she's just that popular. With her undefeated streak, with the NXT Women's title. I don't know, I felt like, especially now that Asuka is now injured for 6 to 8 weeks because of that match, I felt like, they could have done it, but I see why they didn't, so I'm just a little biased. Leave your comments down below on how you thought NXT TakeOver went so far. But speaking of which, let's jump right into our main event. I'm just going to talk right into the end. Drew McIntyre, Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode has the match in hand by going for the glorious DDT once, rolls him over for a second because he was confident, and as he was going for the trifecta, Drew Galloway got another, what does he call his finisher? The Claymore kick, I think is what it's called. Hit the second Claymore kick. We have a new NXT champion, Drew McIntyre, but that's not all. Red Dragon, of course, came back out to interrupt the match, but of course we saw the debut of Adam Cole, bye-bye! Came out, delivered a super kick on McIntyre, hold up the NXT Championship, and our new Ring of Honor type faction is born. Overall, I give TakeOver an 8 out of 10. I thought the show did pretty well. I thought the matches were great. And I thought, this is a pretty good takeover for only 5. The only thing we're missing from this was a UK title match. I thought that was the only thing we're missing. Pete Dunne, he could have faced, Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, BT Gunn. Anyone would have been a good match to up this card. If there was a UK title match, it probably would have done better than SummerSlam, in my opinion. Now, the biggest party of the summer. 30th edition of SummerSlam, a lot of history. And like I said, I don't think TakeOver shined SummerSlam all that much. However, for the good build-up that SummerSlam did, the matches didn't, have that big payoff. There wasn't anything extra. Only some of the matches did. Especially considering when we get to our first kickoff pre-show match here with The Miz and the Minstrel against the Hardy Boys and Jason Jordan. Match only lasted 11 minutes. People were starting to get into the building as soon as the pre-show started, so half an hour in with this match, people barely got to see it. And I understand was Miz was furious. But Miz and the Miztourage took the clean win, pinned Jordan. Love that 50-50 booking. Whatever. Speaking of 50-50 booking, Neville defeating Akira Tozawa to become the first ever 2-time, at least with this belt, Cruiserweight champion. 11 minutes and 45 seconds the last match. Solid victory by Neville. Put his knees up for the senton bomb by Akira Tozawa, and then he literally did a red arrow to the back. 1, 2, 3. Solid match. They already announced on 205 Live that they're going to have a rematch for Akira Tozawa and Neville, so looking forward to that. I thought this is the best technical wrestling match of the show. Both men really delivered really well. And now we're gonna get to the funny one here. To me, I thought it was up until the Raw Tag Team title match, and even then, I thought this was definitely one of the better matches of the night. And it was for a pre-show, oddly enough. Usos versus the New Day. Well, New Day being Big E and Xavier Woods. Came out with the Red Lantern gear. I thought that was nice. 19 minutes and 20 seconds. By the way, the second longest match of the night. I know. Pre-show match, tag team title match, second best, probably the second, third. It's definitely the top 3 matches of the night, and it was. What can I say? We have new tag team champions. The Usos now are 2-time SmackDown Live and 4-time tag team champions. I thought maybe the feud would end here at SummerSlam, but I guess they want to keep it going, and now they really can. And I expect the rematch on Tuesday. And tell me you guys don't. Leave your comments down below. But now we get to the actual SummerSlam card, and now we get to the opening match with Cena and Baron Corbin. Oh my god. Dude. Lay off the social media. You already got punished with your Money in the Bank briefcase, and then you gave a loss to Cena. The opening match was all to be unforgettable. Cena got the win. Only much I can say here. They're treating Corbin as an afterthought. It was almost Twitter rants. I thought, killing the push like this, kinda. Because I was a big fan of Baron Corbin. I thought his push so far was perfectly linear. It was chronologically pretty well. We're on the Andre Giant Battle Memorial. Now Mr. Money in the Bank. And now both those things have been squashed. So, we'll have to see where that goes, I guess. Yay. On to a more heartfelt note. Natalya defeated Naomi by submission to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. No cash in either. So, I think that, Natty's in her mid-30s. She doesn't have a lot of time with the company. She probably wants to get kids and all that. But I'm glad she earns this title reign she has, and I hope they keep it on the belt for, I don't know, SummerSlam just passed by. If she's able to keep the belt until January for the Rumble, I'm fine with that. Because that's a good long title reign for someone who's started for so long after. That's another topic for another day. Let's roll into how dumb this match was between Big Show and Big Cass. Man, did I not give two. Enzo Amore lubed himself up. Got basically stripped naked. Got out of the cage. Got another big boot by Cass, and he was just knocked out for the rest of the match. 2 big boots to Big Show. And he got the clean win. You want to talk about another person with backstage heat? My god, Enzo. Oh boy. This match was so unforgettable. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna cover it really. It was a match that happened. Hell, speaking of a match that happened, it really didn't even happen. Rusev versus Randy Orton. Rusev attacks Randy before the match. The bell rings. Orton delivers probably the nastiest RKO I've ever seen in my life. Literally spiked him like a DDT. I thought, that just... Whatever, Orton got the win, everyone goes home happy. Now on to the second longest match of the night, probably one of the better highlights of the night, was, Actually, I'm sorry, I can't really say that. We had Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt, and Finn's demon entrance was all esque of the old NXT entrance. I felt that way. Just how he walked, how he did everything, it was just kind of there. Of course, he had he's got the hold in his hands for Bray Wyatt at the beginning. Thought that was a nice touch, but oddly enough, the match was just a match. Bray did his shtick with the spider walk and this thing. Balor counteracted that with his. Got the coup de grace. It was just a throwaway match. That it happens with this 50-50 booking, I swear. That's what it was. Now, I'm glad I got to saw the demon, but meh. Which is why, when the next match happened, I was very surprised. 2/3 of the Shield, Dean Rollins against Cesaro, which they defeated. Dean and Seth are the new Raw Tag Team Champions, obviously. I thought the match was very good. They definitely pulled on the... This was the most storyline... Actually, the second most storyline-filled match, really. It had all this... Had the story, had the psychology, had everything. And I liked it. But, I'm sorry, I think this match was pretty much the match of the night next to the main event. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, where AJ retained. There was a lot, you could really tell they were setting up, definitely teasing the match between Kevin and Shane here. Because Shane missed the 3 count, Owens got all up in his face. AJ rolled on with the Styles Clash, 1, 2, 3. AJ moves on, and now we're going to see how this storyline develops on SmackDown, which I'm really excited for. Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't want to talk about this match, but I have to. Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal retained. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I thought. Dumb. Ugh. Oh my god. Jinder fucking Mahal. Oh, why is this still a thing? I was hoping this meme died on Sunday night, but it didn't. Well, that's just me. Can't get everything I want. But leave your comments on the whole Jinder thing. If you're a fan, if you're not, I want to hear your thoughts. You know what? If you are a fan of Jinder, if you're a legit fan of Jinder Mahal, and here's the thing, if you know the backstage stuff, like, you know he's Canadian, you know how he's being booked, you know why they're being booked for the whole Indian thing. It's still, if you still like Jinder, besides all that, please, in the comment section below, please tell me why you like Jinder. I want to hear your answers. I'm really curious on this one. Spread the video, let everyone hear it. I don't like Jinder. Tell me why you do. Sell me on the guy. God's sakes. Ugh. But now we get to the main event of SummerSlam, which to me, I felt was the best match of the night. Fatal 4 for the Universal title. Reigns, Lesnar, Strowman, Joe. Holy, did Braun Strowman ever get... He was the highlight of this match. Put Lesnar through 2 tables with a power slam and then dumped the 3rd one on him. He was the only man that was able to take out Brock that night. And I was so satisfied when Brock pinned Reigns. I am sorry. Most satisfying thing. Just sat him down for the 3 count. Oh, excuse me. There were a lot of highlights. You know, Roman spearing Lesnar through the barricade. Those 2 power slams on the table spot. Joe didn't do a whole lot. Really? Kinda. Yeah. But Brock Lesnar is still your undisputed Universal WWE Champion. And, you know, I thought the match was good. Best main event. Definitely, it stole the rest of the show. Like I said, sadly though, I do have to give this a lower rating than Takeover. I'm giving it instead of 7 out of 10. I still thought it was a good SummerSlam. Just I felt like Takeover just did a wee bit better. Not by this much this time, but a wee bit better. So those are your SummerSlam and Takeover results. If you want to know a bit more details, because I didn't get a chance, please go look it up elsewhere. But I still thought both shows were really good. The weekend definitely did not leave me, you know, bored out of my skull for most of it. So I thought it was good. I thought it was great. Sorry, I'm like, I got allergies galore here today, but I apologize. I keep doing that today. But now we get to the other half of this review, really, where we cover, and again, I'll leave a timestamp below at this very point, so if you guys want to skip the previous, you know, Apology, Brooklyn, and SummerSlam, skip right to this part of the video. I'll put a timestamp so you can. But this is Squared Circle Productions, and we're going to start right into how Monday Night Raw last night went. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. So we started out with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar starting the show. Paul Heyman says there is no spoiler alert. Brock has this big grin, he's dancing, bouncing around the ring. Says how he beat everyone last night, including Roman Reigns, to the title. And basically says that no one can take down the Beast. And then Strowman comes out. No words really between the two. He just picked him up, power slammed him, held up the title, did his usual run, and left. And now the main event for No Mercy has been confirmed. We will get Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman in 5 weeks. And I'm very excited for this match. This is the match we should have gotten at SummerSlam by itself. I mean, I'm pretty sure this match was originally going to be for Great Balls of Fire, but it kind of makes more sense because of what happened at SummerSlam that happens now. I think they kind of rearranged that kind of perfectly. So their opening contest is a Brooklyn street fight between Enzo and Big Cass. I mean, what else can I say? You know, Enzo ran his mouth while he's in Brooklyn. Big Cass kind of lunged at him. Enzo tried throwing stuff at Big Cass, and he just ran him over anyways. Like, you can definitely tell the booking between this is just... It was just a longer squash, really. No weapons were really used. Cass was like, nah. This is my ring. I'm just gonna beat you up, which basically happened. At least for the good part of the match. There was a bit of a mishap. As for a lot of you who don't know, when this X gets thrown up like this, it means someone got injured during the match, which Big Cass did. Now, he injured his knee coming off of the top rope because he was going to go for an Empire Elbow, so the match was automatically given to Enzo. So, this match might get continued on to next week just because. I mean, we'll have to see now because today is supposed to be Big Cass's MRI for his knee injury, so we don't know how long he might be out for. Actually, no, here. Just for you guys, I'm going to check real quick to see if they have updated anything on Big Cass. Just cuz. Hold on here. No, out of all the news, which is not really important for anything, that doesn't mention Big Cass yet. But I'll keep you guys informed if anything does. So, I apologize for the distraction, but let's get to the next match. So Emma runs her mouth backstage again before her and Nia Jax have the match. Another Nia Jax squash. She pinned her quickly with a Samoa drop. Let's move on. I don't care about Nia Jax, frankly. If you guys do, post your comments down. Post your comments on how you guys do. I personally don't see her in that light just yet. I feel like she needs to. One of these I'm gonna do a video on what I think the WWE does wrong, but in a lot of highlights. But I'm just gonna continue on with Raw. So Elias Sampson comes out. He tries to cut another promo on Brooklyn. Tries to get some heat, and then he quickly gets a pin on R-Truth. 1, 2, 3. Yay! I'm really skipping through these because a lot of these were not important, honestly, because you people know how Raw is. Let's get into one of the more non-talked about segments. Kurt Angle comes out, brings out John Cena. Yay! And over here, back on Raw, and immediately Cena calls out Reigns. And, Reigns says it's his yard, and you just keep running your mouth. And Cena's like, no, I'm here to fight you right now. Miz comes out and says, how many moments do you two get? It's the Roman Reigns show. Doesn't get the opportunity. So Kurt Angle sets up a tag team match for the main event between Miz, Joe, who came out basically just wanted to, show up both Cena and Reigns. And so we get Miz and Joe versus Reigns and Cena in the main event later on tonight. Yay. Great. Roman gets more things handed to him. That's just what the people want. When we come back from a commercial break, however, we get an 8-man cruiserweight tag team match. Hooray. We get Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, and Grand Metalik versus Drew Gulak, Noam Dar, Tony Nese, and Arya Daivari. This match went pretty quick. This is more of the highlight spot. Monkey Fest, they wanted to give the crowd, which they did pop for. For me, I believe this is another good showing for Cedric Alexander, who I believe should be next in line to take on Neville. Especially because he was the one who got the gut check, pinned Tony Nese, 1, 2, 3, everyone goes home happy. And this is when they announced the rematch between Akira Tozawa and Neville. Now going to more of the cruiserweight cruiserweight match, but there wasn't. It was just, moonsaults, corkscrews, sentons, that outside walk moonsault that Grandma Talik does. It was an okay match. Nothing really to highlight, speculate about. I don't really go on how I think the cruiserweight division is doing either. At least not right now. But if you like this match, please leave your comments down below. I'm not trying to skip through all this quick at all. No. Well, let's see. We got a backstage segment with Jason Jordan says how he wants to take on Demon. He wants to take on Finn Balor. Dumb idea, in my opinion. Let's move forward. We get Death and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins comes out. Dean Ambrose saying how they were feeling good. They felt like it was the old days of the Shield. And they're basically saying that they're on top and they invite any tag team, especially Sheamus and Cesaro, to come out. But the Hardys do. They issue a challenge to Dean and Seth. And they're like, well, let's get a ref down here. I mentioned this earlier in the video, but Emily's not here either, because, like I said, over the weekend, stuff happened. Right now she's going through some personal matters, so she will not be here. I'm just going to say this much. As you guys don't know already, she's a big fangirl of the Shield Boys. You should see the notes she wrote for this. Though, I don't know how she got that if the Hardys won, they get an opportunity for the Raw tag titles. I don't remember her mentioning that. If I'm wrong on that, please put in the comments. I don't remember that being stated. This match was probably the best match of the night between Hardys. I feel like this match, if they put this match on against the New Day match from last night, this would have been up there. I still say the other New Day match was better. But this match was probably like almost 20 minutes between the four men, and they really delivered. This was, to me, was the main event of Raw. This is the best match of the night. And oddly, it's weird. It's weird because Dean does the dirty deeds, and lets Rollins get the pin. I'm like, okay. But yeah, no, I think this tag team reign will last long. I think it'll work. This definitely has something that these two need, and it'll definitely push them forward. I hope they keep the tag titles for a while. The only real highlight besides the match of itself was earlier when the Hardys were teasing the whole broken or awoken. I guess I don't know what they're planning on doing with it really. We'll see how that goes. But for now, it was a good throwaway match for Raw, honestly. I can't really say that much enough. Let's see here. Sasha and Alexa comes out. Sasha's, talking how she broke the Brooklyn curse, and says how she's happy to be a 4-time women's champion, and says, unlike Alexa Bliss, she knows how to actually retain a title. Alexa Bliss comes out and says, you're not a real champion, you don't know how to defend it right, and next Raw, she will be getting her rematch for the Raw Women's title, which I hope to God does not delve into more hot potatoing. Enough hot potatoing, people. Let's see. Jason Jordan versus Finn Balor next. Balor got the win over Jason Jordan. Got it with the coup de grace. I really feel like they're going this direction with Jason Jordan, slowly turning him into a heel. Do I think he's going to involve Kurt Angle somewhere down the line later? Possibly. Hopefully. I don't know what this match really did for Jason. It was more just a feel-good moment for Balor, I felt, especially considering Bray Wyatt wasn't there. I don't get it, but hey, all I know is that was how the match went, and it was a good match. Jordan actually did a bit better, kinda. Now we move on to the main event for Monday Night Raw: Roman Reigns, John Cena versus The Miz and Samoa Joe. And this match usually went both in typical fashion for both men. Cena started the match, took all the moves. He kicked out of 2, barely did anything. He tagged in Roman. Roman did a few kick, punch, clothesline, kick, punch, cock, fist. Saul Boothman's moved very well. Let's see. Roman tagged in Reigns. Cena did the shoulder tackles, the 5-knuckle shuffle. Reigns did a spear. He did the A to Miz 3 count. Yay, woo. Uneventful main event in my opinion. It really did not do anything for Raw. Everything up to this point was really good. Like it was a typical good go after SummerSlam Raw. You know, beach balls got destroyed. People were chanting like crazy. It was great. No debuts though, except if you want to count Cena. I don't really. There's no debuts, no returns, nothing, which kind of says a lot considering how SmackDown is tonight. And I am looking forward to SmackDown tonight. Now, of course, we all know why they're doing the whole Reigns and Cena thing. That is another issue I'm not going to get into because I don't want to talk about it. Because, like, the thing with Jinder over on SmackDown is just... Ugh. Leave your thoughts and comments down below for Monday Night Raw. Expect the SmackDown video up tomorrow. We will get to that tonight, I promise. We're going to be really focused on delivering what we say now throughout the channel. We deeply apologize. And I will say that I am Tyron. This has been another edition of Squared Circle Productions. Please like, share, forgive, and subscribe, and leave your comments down below. If you did not like this video, I apologize. I kind of wanted to just skim through everything because I figured by now everyone already basically knew except for Raw, which I did cover a bit of it. But we back for tomorrow in full, and hopefully Emmy will be here. And by the way, title change for SummerSlam, nice job. Any highlights? I can't think of any. But this has been another edition of Square Circle Discussions. I have been Tyron. Hopefully Emily will be here to join me for Tuesday night tomorrow. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Now,